Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Shetried back again with another video. I'm checking to see if I'm ashy. I'm not. Okay. Starting off great. So we're gonna probably combine two videos because one I wanna try and finish my favorites, but I probably won't do it today. But I did want to go ahead and get started on the reading vlog. So, because I'm gonna do a reading vlog for this month, for the month of love and all that jazz. Of course, also had the history month. Had to put that in there. Okay, so these are the books. This is the manga. This is the manga I'm gonna be reading this month. I have my theme is red and pink covers. So that's what you see here. I keep putting them down. I don't know why, but yeah, this is okay. So I'm just gonna go over really quick the books I'm gonna be reading. Red River. I've heard this is a very like popular old school shoujo. So or Josie. I think it's shoujo. Yeah, shoujo. It's shoujo, and then I've heard a lot of things. I heard it's like a classic shoujo title. So and it's a omnibus, so it's like it contains multiple volumes. So I'm excited to get into this. My desk is a mess right now because I just moved, so everything's everywhere all at once. So that's Red River. Crossplay love uh, between otaku and punk. I really think this is so cute. This is a boys love manga about two guys who like each other, but they don't know that they're cross dressing as like girls. So to talk to each other. So it's pretty funny from the premise. So um, I'm excited to get into this. Tamon's Tamon's B side. Tamon's B side. This is another popular one that I've heard a lot about, and I also can't wait. I'm also excited to read this one. I'm excited to read all of these, honestly. But this one is basically about a girl who's a fangirl of this popular guy and a boy called Face Off, and she ends up getting a job where she like is like in close contact with him and basically finds out that he's not like exactly like who she thinks he is. So I'm um I'm excited to get into this one. Oh, I'm also about to say these are all volume ones, obviously except for Red River. Well, I guess Red Rivers is like its own volume one because it's like this is like the first part of the series. So, next is Though I Am an Inept Villainess, Tale the Butterfly Rat Body Swap in Maiden Court. I love a good villainous story. This is also shoujo, and yeah, I just love a good villainous story. I love a girl. I love a get it back in blood. Plus, I get the find man at the end. Period. Period. And last but not least is I Can't Refuse S. This is about a hold on, sorry. It's about a girl who has to marry somebody who because her dad got a lot of debt, so in order to relieve that debt, she has to marry somebody, but she has to of course become like worthy or like come up to like the standards of him or whatever. Kind of stupid, but it's like you're marrying her, so obviously she meets your standards, whatever. Anyway, but the butler is the one that's gonna help her like meet the standards and like help her basically make sure that she's like prepared for him. So which I don't even like saying that prepared, like just like I don't know how to really describe it. But I guess like she can meet his expectations. That's a better way to put it. Getting her ready so that way she can meet his expectations. Anyway, I'm this is more of a Josie, I believe. Yeah, because it's really mature, so I believe this is more of a Josie manga. But this is I'm excited to read this one too as well. So yeah, so that's all the ones. Like I said, they're all volume ones. Um, and they're all pink and red covers. I'm trying to get myself together. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm trying to do a thumbnail. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is what it's looking like for reading, and I don't know. Part of me, sorry for the loud noise. No matter where I go, I'm gonna get that anyway. Part of me is like maybe I should start. I didn't know this was bins. Oh my god. Okay, that's made me upset. Um. Anyway, because I just moved, so it really shouldn't make me that upset. But I'm just like, no. It's not like it's all the pages too. It's just like a couple. So as long as I squish it, it should be fine. But yeah, no, I'm thinking I'm gonna start with Red River though because it's the longest. So I feel like it's gonna take me the longest to get through this month. And I also want to include. Should I include it? Yeah, I am. 1 second. So I'm gonna include this one. It's probably gonna be a stretch to read this, but I mean not to read it, but to fit it in this month. I'm gonna try. For Black History Month, there is a manga character. There's a manga called Clock Striker by Isaka Galadimia with Frederick Jones, and this is a black character, black manga about a worker who basically has superpowers through a clock. And I think that's her, like, not master, teacher, yeah, sensei. There we go. That. So I believe this is her teacher in the back, but yeah, I'm excited to read about her, and her name is Striker. So Fox Striker. So yeah, and I believe this is also made by a black person. Yeah, I believe this is by a African American, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so I'm gonna also include this in the reading vlog just so that way, because I did want to include like some manga by a black writer or artist, so or with a black character. So I'm excited for this one too because I've been wanting to read this. I've had this now for like over, I want to say, a year and change. Like I've not read this because of the fact that I just have literally just never. Not that I've never had the like desire to, because I've wanted to. It's just that I just haven't like sat down and read it. So I'm gonna make myself read it this month. So now we have a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. 6 books. Oh, 6 books that I am going to try and read through this month, so that way I can get it done for you guys. I'll give y'all a review. Get it done for y'all, get a review in, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to decide though which one I want to start with first. Like I was saying before, probably wants to do Red River because of the fact it's the thickest, so it probably would take me the longest to get through. So I think I may start with Red River and then go from there. Because like I have a whole month. Today is the 2nd. Yeah, today's the 2nd, so I have the whole month. So I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna try not to like, make myself speed through these. I'm gonna try and make myself do like 2 a week if I can. So hopefully I can get through this week, and then I can move on to maybe like the villainess afterwards, and yeah, go from there. I think I want to say Crossplay and Tamon, and Tamon's. I want to say they're the shortest ones or the thinnest ones between all of these. So I feel like I'll get through these probably like within like a day or two. So yeah, I'll probably say these for last, and then the rest of these like for the rest of the month. So yeah, so I'm gonna get started with Red River. I'm very excited. Like I said, it's a classic, or I've heard this is a classic shoujo, and that it has a really good story behind it, and that it's just like the art is really cool. Which I do like the cover so far. I like the cover art, and I like the little back pages. The little, little back pages. The little inserts right here. So yeah, so hope y'all enjoyed the vlog, the reading vlog. Trying to think what else. Like I said, I was gonna try to find my favorites, but honestly, y'all, I have on. Oh my god, I have on this very restrictive bra on right now that I can't do it. So I'm gonna have to take this off. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna have to take this off. Because I just feel like I'm about to like literally like die. So yeah, and excuse the wrinkly shirt. Like I said, I just finished moving, so I don't know where anything is. I don't know where anything is. But I'm trying my best to unpack everything so that way I can get things in order. Okay. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Nope. That's it. I'll see you when I'm in the middle of reading. Okay. So I've been reading this, right? And I don't I know okay. Just for spoilers or whatever. I know she's in ancient Egypt. Or ancient like Arabic setting. Bitch, she is 15. Why am I looking at her titties? Like, and I know back then 15 is damn near like 60, but it's like golly, like I feel like one day I'm gonna accidentally hit the start streaming and then I'm gonna look foolish. Anyway, hi, I'm back and I'm here to give my final not final thoughts, I guess, but like my thoughts on Red River, the omnibus, the first omnibus, and volumes 1 through 3, basically. This is a wild ride. Let's just start off right there. It's a wild ride. Like once it like gets into like the plot or whatever, it's wild. Like I didn't think I was gonna finish this quickly, but I ended up finishing it like within like a week. I thought it was gonna take me like at least 2 weeks to get through this, and it took me like I don't even think a full week, maybe 5-6 days, something like that. Like it's so like I want to say it's like it's really good storytelling. Like it's wild. It's wild how good storytelling this is, and like because and the reason I say wild is because of the fact that it does have, which is a trigger warning by the way, it does have like kind of like not even references, like full out like the character Yuri damn near gets essayed damn near every volume. I think every volume she gets somehow some type of way assaulted and just touched on without her consent, and it's like what the hell. So but I get it, it's ancient times, so like consent back then was like not even like a thing. It's like you owned a woman, that was yours, that was your property, so you do what you want. And that's the time that she got transported into. So let's back up for a second. So Red River is about a girl named Yuri who gets transported to ancient Hatati. No, sorry, ancient Anatolia, ancient Anatolia, and in particular the region or country, I guess, Hittites. um, and she gets transported there by the Queen Nakia, who is a powerful sorceress and who needs her blood as a sacrifice to her god, so that way she can make her son, which is the king's last son, his heir. basically, so that way he can descend into onto the throne. Um, so yeah, so Yuri gets transported to that time area through a puddle while she just, you know, mind her business. She in a portal. She all of a sudden gets sucked down, and yeah, and then basically I'm gonna show some pictures. As, um, yeah, like okay, this is kind of. Actually, let me switch. Let me turn something else because I don't want YouTube to be like, "Girl, you can't be showing all that," and I'm just like, but I need to. But I need to show. I need to show something. Okay. So yeah. So this is the art style of the book. So it's like it gives very 90s sojo. So that's another basis I want to keep in mind too, is that this is based, or this writing was based like for 90s sojo. So excuse me, I don't know why one of my nostrils wants to be congested. Um, and okay, I'm sorry, I'm skipping all over the place, but it's just I have so many thoughts because of the fact that okay, so while Yuri is in Anatolia, um, she basically gets called the uh reincarnation of the goddess Ishtar, which is the goddess of war, by Prince Kali or Prince Kale, Kale, right here. I don't know if y'all can see. This is a kind of bright light. Yeah, him right here. Um, he basically, kind of like influences everybody to think that she is the goddess of Ishtar, or the reincarnation of the goddess Ishtar, and that she will bring prosperity and basically greatness to them in battle. And so that way he can keep Yuri near him at all times, and also he takes her in as a concubine. I say parentheses concubine because like he didn't like, because like they I say concubine because he kind of like knows already that Yuri isn't from here, and he, I believe, didn't have any concubines, or if he did, they were like very like kind of like come and go ish. Um, and so he basically made sure Yuri was protected, or is making sure Yuri is protected at all times, so that way the queen can't get to her as easily. Of course, things happen where the queen does eventually get to Yuri. Like there's been multiple attempts to her life throughout this book. We have our first death in volume. I want to say one. Yeah, in volume one we have our first death. R.I.P. to my little cutie Tito. R.I.P. to my little cutie Tito. Excuse me. So that was like the first death, which I ain't gonna lie, it kind of caught me off guard, like how like that he died and how he died. Like I knew that there was gonna be a reason to make Yuri stay in Anatoly because of the fact that it's found out that Prince Kali is a powerful sorceress on par with the queen, and so he can send Yuri back, but it's on three conditions. One, it has to be I forgot. It has to be like I think springtime. I think in their time. I forgot what it's called in their time, but it's sometime basically like in the spring-ish time. All seven wells in Anatolia have to be full, and Yuri has to be in the same clothes that she came into the world with. And so there was an instance I think in volume one where she almost went home, but then she kept thinking about Tito and how Tito sacrificed himself, um, basically so that way Yuri could get her clothes because the clothes were in the temple with the queen. And Yuri, hard headed self, was like, "No, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for y'all to get the clothes. I'm gonna go get it myself." Which I understand. I get it. You in a foreign place, you in a foreign time, foreign place. So, I don't know how, but you somehow are able to understand everybody's language by kissing the prince. So I don't understand that. But but I guess because he's a sorcerer. Um and so like you're ready to go home, basically. Like I get it. You trying to wait around. You trying to get this done today. And Tito came with her to the Queen's palace, and basically he ended up getting caught and killed by the Queen's kind of like henchman, what's his name, Zakumba, um and like he's known for like skinning people, so Tito was skinned. And Yuri does get her chance though to at least avenge Tito by killing Zumkumba. She at least gets her revenge that way by killing him. I think I want to say that's in volume 2, with the help of Tito's sisters, and which was interesting because Tito's sisters were tricked at first into believing that Yuri was like the actual like reason why Tito got killed, when in reality Yuri was the reason Tito got killed. Don't get me wrong, because Yuri asked her to stay in the palace, to stay with the prince like she should have, but it's not like she's the one that like put like the like knife to his throat basically and like skinned him. So this is once the sisters understand that, they ask for forgiveness and ask him to like be Yuri's handmaids and help her get ready and things like that. And so that transpires, and then in volume 3 they go to a party um that's being thrown by the emperor to celebrate Prince Zanana and Prince Kale. Prince Zanana in particular is important because that is Kale's brother. They are, because the thing is that the king has 7 sons, but like I want to say all of them are from different women. Which again, women consent. We gotta talk about that with ancient times. Like, unfortunately, women were just viewed as property, kind of like the same now. um, but women were basically used as property and used to like give birth to like babies like all the time. And it didn't matter if you already had a wife back then. If you had the money and you had the concubine, you can do what you wanted and having the children that you want. So, but Prince Kale was married to the former empress before she. I mean, not Prince Kale was married. Whoa, Prince Kale's mother was the former empress before Empress Nakia became the new empress, and so and Prince Kale's mother adopted Prince Zananan, and that's how him and Kale became close. And so the emperor basically was putting a celebration to celebrate Prince Zana. I'm gonna just say Zanana, yeah, Zanana. Um, returned back to the palace, and he wanted to also see Yuri. So it's because of the fact that he's been hearing about this goddess Ishtar like reincarnation, and like how she's like been help them like win battles and things of that nature. So he wants to meet her, and so they throw the party, lavish things. Yuri comes out in his Yuri originally comes in like Tito's like clothes. Because she like wears them because like to like honor him and like to remind herself constantly like why she's there, or why she's chose to stay there instead of going home. Because she did have the opportunity, she almost made it, but because of the fact that she saw, I think she either saw Zaumba. I'm lower. I'm saying any type of names. I'm so sorry. I hope it's the same name as saying. Zoom. I know it's Zumbaka. I think it's Zumbaka. And because she saw him, and they like attacked Yuri like as she was about to go home, and she was like, "No, I have to avenge Tito." That's the reason why she stayed there. But anyway, back to the party. So anyway, of course, the Queen Nakia, she has her own schemes and tricks again, and so she gets Prince Zanana to drink some rose water, which she can use to manipulate. Because she is a goddess. She's a sorceress that can control water, or that can like manipulate water and can like making like if someone like assumes the water that she is like enchanted, she can like control like how they like think and possess them essentially. And so, excuse me. And so she controls Prince Zanana through that, and basically like possesses him to think that he wants Yuri and that he wants to take her away from Prince Kali, even though they are like close brothers, and they he's already established that Yuri is Prince Kale's concubine. um Prince Zanana takes Yuri away from the party, takes her all the way basically almost to like his kingdom, almost past it, and so that way he can get to a boat and get her like away from everybody. So, and of course once they get to the ocean, the queen can like control the water and like somehow get Yuri back into her clutches. Um, so but what ends up happening is that they end up the neighboring country that they're at war with. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What is the name of the? This is just another cool like shot. Like you can tell this is like illustrated or like drawn in the 90s because look at the shoujo eyes. Look at the shoujo eyes. It's so funny to me, and it's I don't know. It's very good. So it's very good storytelling. I'm sorry. Let me see. What is the name of these people? I think I want to say Mennonites. Like I want to say that's who is the one that's like, um, sorry, Mitanis. The Mitani nation basically has come to where they're staying at, and attacking the village, and and through Yuri kicking Prince Zanana in the stomach, he comes back to his senses because he throws up the water. Comes back to his senses. He's able to fight them off and is able to win that battle again through Yuri's help, which makes the sorry, let me do something really quick. Which makes her even more confirmation that she is the reincarnation of Ishtar. So, or convinces people more that she is the reincarnation of Ishtar. So, so that's a basic rundown of everything that happens between volumes 1 and 3. I know that probably was more chopped and slopped, and I was trying my best to get through everything, but a lot does happen in these like 3 volumes. Like I could tell like these were like very like thick volumes because a lot of things happen all at once, and so I'm gonna continue reading it, even though the the essay kind of like suggestives or like references made me uncomfortable. But I think that's supposed. I think that's how you're supposed to be when you read things like that. You're supposed to be uncomfortable, but like it does. And I hate though. And I hate to say that like essay adds to a plot, but like it does kind of give you like constant reference of like what time period this is and like what women just in general had to go through during this time period, even now. So yeah, so I'm gonna give this a I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10. I'm gonna continue to read it. I'm gonna get the second omnibus, which is I believe volumes 4 through 6. I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna keep continuing reading it. The only reason I give it an 8 out of 10 because I ain't gonna lie, you already get on my nerves in the first couple chapters. But I get it. But I also get it because like I was also 15 once. I was probably also annoying like that, and also she was scared and in a new environment and everything else. So she wanted to go home. So I understand all that. But at some points I was like, okay, like with Tito, I was like, girl, you kind of got Tito killed. Like like if you had just listened to everybody and just stayed your ass in the damn palace and waited for them to get your clothes, he would probably still be alive. But you know what? Hey, I get it. He needed to die to move the plot. Um, so yeah, so that's it for Red River. I'm trying to see which ones I want to read next. Let's see. Let's do a pink. Let's do a pink cover. Take these red ones out. Okay, so actually, yeah, because I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do Clock Striker, Volume 1. I'm gonna do that. Since that is written by a black author and illustrated with a black artist. So I definitely want to get this in before Black History Month ends. And so let's see. Which one do I want? Timon's B-side or I Can't Refuse S. Let's do Timon's B-side, because Timon's B-side I've really been curious about. I Can't Refuse S. I'm curious about it, but I'm not like as curious as I am about Timon. So we're gonna do Timon's B-side. I'm excited to read this in Clock Striker Volume 1. I have heard a lot of good things about Timon's B-side. That's, I think, another reason why I'm so interested in it. Let me see if I can get closer to it. Let's see. Yeah. Timon's B-side and then Clock Striker, which I'm really excited about because, again, written and illustrated by black people. So you love that. So yeah. Just to remind y'all, the other volumes I have that I'm kind of gonna combine these last three into 1 week, just so that way I can make sure I'm done before the end of February. So yeah, so we also have crossplay love, otaku punk, and then though I am an internet villainess. So yeah, I'm excited to read all that. Can't wait to get to that, but for right now, I'm gonna get through these two, and yeah, I will come back with my first thoughts or initial thoughts, and then like kind of like I've been following this. First thoughts, and then my final thoughts. So I'll see y'all later. Oh, all right, we are back. I'm gonna take these off. So yeah, so I'm back with an update for Timon's B-side. Oh, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, I am back with a update. Well, actually, I'm done. The Timon's B-side. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep letting this. Like, this is so. I know I call everything cute, but this is so like adorable. Like, so basically, Timon's, I think it's Timon's B-side. I keep saying toe. I keep saying toe, but it's Timon's B-side. And basically, it's about this this fangirl named Utagi. I think it's Utagi. Who's a housekeeper, or who is in school and is also a housekeeper, and she gets a new assignment, or a temporary assignment, and it happens to be at her favorite idol's house, Timon. So, and when she gets there, she basically finds out that Timon isn't who he says. Not that he isn't who he says he is, but like he's a different side to him that that he than what he normally displays. So basically, and the kicker is that he's always trying to quit. He's always trying to quit being an idol, because he doesn't feel like he is worthy enough to be an idol, and so she is always like constantly trying to convince him and like do things for him, so that way he can like feel like he can do like his idol stuff while also still being like his like kind of like gloomy self. She calls his gloomy side gloomy Hara, and then his like on like idol kind of like persona, Hadi Hara. And I think that's so funny. But yeah, so I love the art too. Like the art is so like I don't know. It's so good. It's so like immersive looking. Like, let's see, trying to see if I it. And, like, yeah, it's so like it's basically it's good art and it's good storytelling. I really enjoy it. Hold on, I'm trying to adjust my lighting. I feel like I just went really dark there for a second. But yeah, um, so yeah, that's the main plot of the story. Is that Utagi is uh trying to get Taman to keep his fans happy and basically stick to his principle, which is that he wants to make everyone around the world smile, which I think is so adorable. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep reading this. This is kind of like a short one because this volume took me like just like maybe like I think like 2 hours to read, at that, and yep, short and sweet. Basically, get into little hijinks. They go out clothes shopping and they stop to get something to eat, and her friends find her and they think that she's on a date. And of course, Taman is hiding using a paper bag with just holes cut out, which is so funny. But and Taman also I think kind of sees her as like a he says that he said I see you as someone special to me because of the fact that you've helped me out so much, and like you're also like a fan of mine. So he's definitely like I think eventually it's going to get to a point where they're gonna start to have feelings for one another. Utagi is definitely um she's definitely feeling something. Like she's like towards the end of the volume, um Taman is like holding up a necklace that they picked out together during the clothes shopping kind of like chapter, and like she sees it and like she's like, wait a minute, what does this mean? Like why are you looking directly at the camera holding up this necklace? So is I think it's gonna begin to have like more feelings for each other in there because Tamon I think is only like 17 and then Utagi is like 16, so I because she's at I want to say like in her yeah because she's in high school, so and so the housekeeping is like her part time job, so that way she can fund all her fangirl things, so like paying for like concerts and like the meet and greets and like merch and CDs and all that other stuff. So I definitely feel her on that because um I too work for the love of manga and merch and everything else that I want at video games and things like that. So I definitely feel her on that. so so yeah, short and sweet, very cute. I definitely am going to keep collecting this. I don't know how many volumes are out right now. Um, I'm hoping to find probably like volume two. Um, maybe maybe this week coming up, I might look out for volume two and three, just to. Sorry, cause I spit. I just ate. Um, but yeah, I'll probably look for volumes two and three next, just that way, cause I don't know if they're like still like this kind of like short. And even though it's short, it's like a lot happens in the chapters. Like I love it. Like it's really funny. Like this is like the prime example of like how he looks versus like how he acts. So this is how he looks versus how he acts. It's the way you act. It's the way you act. It's the way you act. But yeah. But yeah. Great great storytelling, great art. I love the story so far and I can't wait to see Utage. I think it's Utagi. Sorry, I don't know. I'm gonna try my best. Um, Utagi and Tamon. I I really want them to get together just because I think they're so cute. They're so cute with each other. Um, but I am curious to see because I know probably after this volume, probably the next volume, because they kind of briefly mentioned it. What is talking about his other bandmates. So I'm curious to see if his other bandmates like figure out Utagi and like kind of like look at her like, like, what are you doing for him? Like, you know what I'm saying, type things. So I'm curious about that, and I'm also curious about the development of their relationship together. So I'm excited to keep reading. Like I said, um, probably gonna get the other card and start collecting the other volumes soon. I'm gonna have to start like I'm gonna have to like see if I can like put up some floating shelves or something because I don't have much room on my book my little library. Like either that I'm gonna have to buy another bookshelf and put it together because um and maybe keep like one in my room and then one out here because oh my god, I'm losing space and I'm like I have books all over the place right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But anyway, definitely recommend 10 out of 10. Uh very, very excited to see the rest of the story and yeah. I'm just excited. I love a good manga. This good old romance. Just ooh romance and then funniness and it's just I love a good romantic comedy. So yeah, so next I'm going to read Cloud Striker. This is a bookmark that I have. Yeah, next is Clock Striker. I definitely want to finish this soon because it's Black History Month and it's written by a black author and I definitely just want to like get into it because I think the second volume is gonna come out this year. Because this volume I think has been out since 2023. I think it's been about 2 years since the first volume came out. So I'm excited to get into this. Now I will say it doesn't read like manga, so like how oh it doesn't read like how typical manga does. Like this one reads from I think this is like a left to right. Yeah, it's like a left to right, and I know this is right to left. So so they like and they formatted differently. So, but I'm still excited to get into this. And I'm excited to see what Clock Striker does, and I want to see what she does with this cool like I don't know glove hand whatever she has. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that, and then after that we have three more volumes to get through this month. So let's hope and pray I can get through all of them. I feel like this is probably gonna take me maybe like a day, like maybe like a 2 day, 2 3 days, just because it's a little thicker. Than Timon's. Timon's I ate up in like one day. I ate it up. This I feel like I'm gonna eat up too, but just maybe a little bit slower. Um, and then like I said, I have three more volumes, and then after that we're going to end. That should be the end. That should be it for the reading vlog for February. Um, so yeah, so I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, I'm back and I'm here to give an update. Ooh, my hands are ashy. I'm here to give an update. Hopefully, you won't see that of Clock Striker. So this was good. I enjoyed it. This was good. I did have to take breaks while reading it though. Not because it wasn't good, but because like I think because I was doing so much around this time I was reading it that like I had other things to do. So I was trying to like read this as kind of like a breather, kind of like on breaks. And because of the fact there's so much going on in this volume, like it kind of overwhelmed me. So I had to take a break. I had to take a break from reading. So yeah, it took me about 2 to 3 hours to finish, but it's really good. Like I really like the story too. So the story is about this girl named Cast, trying to become a striker, which is a warrior engineer, um, person. that like works on that like yeah, is a warrior, and then also like works with like robots and like coding and things of that nature. And this is her mentor. Oh god, sorry, I have a sneeze coming. Oh, okay. This is her mentor. This is her mentor, Philomena Clock, and she she picks up Cass when she sees like her tenacity and her ability to kind of like and not accountability, but her like sense of like justice of like making sure that like she can help as many people as she can because of the fact that Cass is disabled. She has one hand or a missing limb. So and of course people like always like doubted her because of that and said like, like, oh, you're gonna get in the way, or oh, you're not good enough to do things of certain that nature. Like she was trying to enter just the clock, not the clock, the she was trying to enter the Smiths. That's what it is. She was trying to enter the Smiths, which is what Philomena Clock is. She's a Smith. And so, wait, did I say the strikers were the thing of things? No, Smiths are the warrior engineers. Sorry, the strikers are the Smiths apprentices. So sorry. See, that's what I'm saying. I had to take a break because it was a lot of information at once, and my brain was like just I don't know. My brain was doing a lot. But yeah, no, this was yeah. I would give this a I don't know, and it wrapped up pretty nicely too. So like for our first volume, like it made like of course it opened up the story for more, but I'm looking forward to the second volume. Like I want to keep up with this because I want to know about Cass's story and about her like father, because apparently he is missing or has like not been around. But Philomena saw a picture of him. She was kind of like blown away or something, or kind of like surprised. So I want to see like what she knows about her father, um, and I just in general want to see what inventions Cass comes up with next. The let's see, art in this is like really really good. Hey, look at this! Like look at this! It's amazing. I love that. There's another scene that I like too. That was like really really like cute. I was like, oh, I like this. I like this a lot. And I do think it had a good balance of like action scenes to like heavy dialogue scenes pages or pages, let me see. Oh, I also, oh, here it is. Okay, this is a colored page um that I also really liked. And so um let's see, what else can I say about Cast? She's a younger sister. She has an older brother named what's his name? Lord, his name Fender. Okay, her older brother is named Fender, and it's him, her, and their mom, who is unfortunately very like sick and is like kind of like gets sick easily. He's kind of weak, so she's always in the hospital, in and out the hospital, and is part of the other reason why Cass wants to become a Smith, so that way she can financially help her family because of the fact that it's just her mom right now for help. So I I look forward to the next volume. I don't know if it's out. It probably is out. I think I saw something about either it's out or it's coming out soon. So I'm excited to read the second volume. I'm excited to learn more about Philomena Block because there's a part towards the end of the volume that, or a secret that she has at the end of the volume that I don't think she's told Cast about yet. So I can't like I want to see like how that like fits into the story, into the narrative, and I want to learn more about Cast and like how she um just basically evolves with the hand that she tinkered with and create and basically reinvented so that way she could work for her. So yeah, so that's it for Clock Striker. Isn't this bookmark gorgeous? I got it from a Kickstarter that I participated in. Very very pretty. And yeah, just got close up on my ashy hands. So yeah, so that's Clock Striker, and that's gonna be the Black uh Black History Month manga for this month. Because I have one more manga that's by another Black author or Black illustrator slash author, but I particularly want to read that one since the focus was a little Black girl. So, so yeah. So we have three more books. Whew. We have three more books that I have to get through. So, or no, at least I want to get through. So we have Crossplay Love, Taku Punk. I am an inept villainess, and I can't refuse this. So I am going to read. I'm gonna read all of these throughout the next week, and hopefully I can finish this by this weekend, so that way I can have this video up before the end of next week slash next weekend. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start on. I'm probably gonna start on the one that's gonna take me the longest to get through, probably, which is I can't refuse. Um, which already in itself I'm kind of nervous about. So, I'm just like, ooh. But you know, I did want to read something like spicy. So, and it's a pink spine. So I have to read it. Well, not I have to read it, but you know what I'm saying. It's part of the theme. And so I'm basically gonna work I'm basically work backwards. I'm gonna do Can't Refuse, Inept Villainous, and Crossplay Love. So yeah, so these are the last books that's part of this reading vlog. And yeah, I can't wait to finish this so that way I can get y'all like a final like review or a final like update. Come back. I don't know. Okay, so I'm back. I know it's real fast, but I came back real. I came back. I was gonna get to this real fast. I can't refuse S. Which I found out S is the name of the butler, Shiro, but his full name is Kamishiro. Sorry for the Atlanta-ness outside my window. Yeah, I finished this. I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And it's alright. I give it like a. I think the first number that came to my head was like 6 out of 10. Mainly because of the fact that like the story is kind of like, like the plot is like, this the spiciness is cool. The spiciness I would give maybe like a 7. But overall, this is alright. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I pick up actually the second volume. Only because of the fact that like, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to get a second opinion from my friend Alexis, which is Lexa Light on here. I think I don't know. I think I should give this Lexa Light. Alexis. I think it's Lexa Light here on YouTube. I gotta see if I gotta get her opinion on this because she also likes spicy books. So I'm gonna see what her opinion is on this and if I'll get the second volume. But basically, about this girl named Miku who is in debt because of her father, and her mother's really sick, so she needs to like get some money really fast, and her part-time jobs just aren't cutting it, so she goes to the family friend who has been helping them throughout the years and asks basically can she be his mistress so that way she can get money for the family. She gets there, of course she's nervous as fuck, of course she's a virgin, of course she doesn't know what the hell going on, she doesn't know what it means to be a mistress. So the butler Kamishiro, at first like refuses her, like, girl, get out of here, you're not built for this. But then I guess because he sees her resolve and like how much she's like really pushing to be a mistress, it's just like, I'll do anything, like please, like she's crying and shaking and throwing up, like he's like, okay, fine, we'll do it. And so he takes her on as like a mistress in training, I guess, and the spiciness begins from there. So yeah, the plot is okay. I see where the story is like gonna go. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm getting the second volume, but I don't know. I don't know. I have to see. I have to do some. I have to see. It won't. It probably won't be like a priority pickup. Per se. Like I did see it in store today when I went to Barnes and Nobles, but um, I didn't pick it up because I was just like, and I wanted like some other stuff before I got the second volume of this. So it might be a minute before I come back to this, but I did want to give y'all a update on it. So it says it's a sizzling tale. It's not. It's a lukewarm tale, if anything. So yeah, let me see if I can show you a little bit of the art. Let me see if I can find a page that's not crazy. Yeah, okay, here we go. This page is not crazy. So it's like a classic like Josie type manga. Um. So yeah. So overall, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Not really like I'm like gunning for it, but I also don't mind the story. It was really easy to read, and the art is really pretty. And yeah, so I'll keep this in mind. I'll probably won't pick it up for a couple more, like for another month or two. I might wait till like the third volume comes out, so I can just pick up those two at the same time. Cause I want to say this is a short manga. I want to say this has like only like 4 volumes. So I'm gonna wait till like the third one comes out and maybe pick up the second and third. So I'll just do it like that. So yeah. So that's it for that one. I'm glad this is an easy read. I needed an easy read at the Clock Striker. I don't know why Clock Striker took me so much out of me. So the last two that we have is Crossplay Love and That Villainous. I probably will read Crossplay next. Just because I want to like I don't know. I kind of want to say The Villainous for last because I like villainous stories so much. So I want to say like I don't want to say like the best for last, but like I just want to say this for last. So yeah, so that's it. Hopefully, like I said, I will get the reading done for both of those this weekend, so that way I can have this video out to y'all soon. All right. So I am back. I'm gonna still ask you, Lord Jesus. I'm back, and I'm back for a final review of the last 2 books. One of them come out at the same time. Crossplay Love, Otaku Punk, and Though I Am an Inept Villainous. So let's start with Crossplay Love. At first, this is really, really cute. Like, this is really, really funny. It's really, really funny and really, really cute. Like, okay, I'm gonna try and stop saying like. So, this is Hannah, and this is Mai. Their real names are Hanae, and Shumai. So, basically, Hane works at a maid cafe, and also, it's like I think they're all, I don't know if they're all cross dressing or if it's just him, but he cross dresses because he feels more comfortable that way, and he just in general just enjoys cross dressing and cosplaying characters. And Shumai saw Hannah one time walking while he was walking down the street, and since he was so nervous to get into the maid cafe, he decided the next best thing was to put on his sister's wig and makeup and go in there and talk to Hannah. So that's how these two like met. They go to the same school, but in like their non, I guess, cross dressing lives, or when they're not cross dressing, they basically like can't stand each other because Shumai despises otakus, and Hanai Hanai um doesn't like punks. So basically is the first volume basically is just talking about like how they even became how they got even into cross dressing and how their relationship is developing as Hannah and May, and while their other personas, which is well their school persona, still can't stand each other. So it's very very funny. Um, I would describe it as a romantic comedy, uh, because of the fact that it was many times throughout the day I laughed like out loud because I'm like, y'all are silly, y'all are silly. Just reveal, just say who you are, so that way y'all can start dating. Like, please, y'all like each other. Like, just stop it. Um, and the art is also like, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't want to say generic. Like look at this. This is funny to me. Like it has like kind of like references to like different things. Like this art reminds me kind of like of the game Cuphead, like those like really like old school cartoons. And so uh there's there's that, and then just in general, it talks about also Shumai's best friend, who is Yuzuru. Sorry, Yuzuru. Yeah, talking about Shumai's best friend Yuzuru and Hane's best friend, who also cosplays as like men and women, at comic kits and uh like crossplay like events and stuff like that. So, and he goes by Udon San, and so and it's so funny because a lot of the way through it, no, I think his name is Yuma. I think his real name is Yuma. Okay, yeah, his real name is Yuma, but he goes by Udon San in his crossplay persona. Ugh. So yeah, so I would give this a honestly a 10 out of 10. It made me laugh. It reminds me, well, not really. It's not the premise is nothing the same, but the way I like laugh out loud reminds me of how I used to laugh out loud with Love Is War. So it's it's basically not a play on that, but like it kind of gives me those kind of like vibes, pretty much. And I would give this like a 9 out of 10. I want to give room for like the other volumes because I know it's like hella volumes out right now for it. So uh yeah, so I'm looking forward to collecting this and just reading more about them and learning how their love story like ends up, because I feel like there's a whole bunch of shenanigans that's about to happen in between them figuring out that they're like, they're both boys and not girls. So, which is funny because also there was like one time where Hanae meets or thinks that no, I'm sorry, no. Hanae does see Shumai in the girl in May form basically, like outside of school, like outside of the cafe, and like he offers her an umbrella, and she quickly tries to find a hat and was like, no, don't try to give me your umbrella, like thanks but no thanks. And then Shumai sees Hana um out one day when she has a fever coming from work, and she helps get her to the hospital. So, or gets him to the hospital. So anyway, yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10, and they're just so cute together. Like it's so funny how more outgoing Hanae is when they're Hannah versus when they're like just like their like I guess regular self, and how like shy Shumai is when he's in his Mai cosplay. So it's very funny, and yeah, I really like this. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Crossplay love. Though I am an inept villainous out the gate, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Like, I just love villainous stories, so they're gonna like. I'm gonna have a little bit of bias. I'm gonna have a little bit of bias. I love villainous stories. I just think that I was actually talking with my friend the other day about this. I was like, I think I like isekais or reincarnation stories when they're women based versus when they're men based. Cause I feel like the men ones are just always gonna be so weird. I think I talked about that before. Like they always gotta be weird. Like I'm like, you don't have to be weird with this. Like, but anyway, I give this. I'm gonna down to a 9. I'm gonna down to a 9 because just like the other series, I'm trying to like give it, the other volumes before I give it like the whole series. But I give this a 9 because the story and the art are like so good. Like basically, it talks about how this is the um this is actually the body of the villainess. Because she switches. Because basically the story is about how Kigetsu switches bodies with Ririn, and Kigetsu is known as the rat of the maiden chorus of the 5 maidens, and Ririn is known as like the butterfly, like the celestial butterfly. And but a big difference though is Ririn has a very frail and sickly body versus Kigetsu, who is basically strong and like has um like a very fit body. And so when they switch places, Ririn at first it's like, oh girl, this is amazing. Like I can move him on my own. I can do what I want. I may be in trouble for trying to kill the person that's in my body, but I may be wrongly accused of killing somebody or trying to kill somebody, but this is great. I'm in a non-sick body. Which, as someone who is also disabled, I think I would also, I'm not gonna lie, probably also be happy if I had a normal working brain. If my brain wasn't doing what it does, and if I didn't have a back that like hates me with scoliosis, of course I would be like ecstatic. But she quickly sees like why Kigetsu wanted to switch bodies, because basically she is like hated by everybody, but it's also Kigetsu's fault because she has a stink attitude. So it's kind of just like, girl, you kind of put this on yourself. So I don't understand why you had to switch piece. Why would you switch with Ririn? Why would you not switch with somebody that's like like a little less than her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make more sense to me. But anyway, Ririn basically works with what she got, being in Kigetsu's body, and while she is experiencing punishment right now, she makes it work. Like, she is in a shack after the trial, which was trial by lion, meaning like if the lion doesn't eat you, that means you're innocent, and if it does eat you, that means you were guilty. Huh? Like, what sense does that make? But I don't know. Back then, they were just doing any and everything. Anyway, but yeah. So after she survives that, she basically gets sent to like a storehouse, whereas like they put like the food and stuff, and like basically a little shack to stay in until she is off of house arrest for the crime of pushing Ririn. So I'm trying to think. So yeah, so basically, like I said, she's hated by everybody, and while she's experiencing that, Igetsu, who is in Ririn's body, is experiencing basically all the hardships that Ririn experiences. So like her being like basically very sickly and disabled and not being able to like do much in her body, but still like being like catered towards, and that's all this favor. So she's loving that part, but she's not loving the being sickly part, which you know I feel like if she took 2 seconds to actually look at Ririn, she would have known that she was sickly. But anyway, and basically Kigetsu basically it also resents Ririn for being like so like getting a lucky hand at life, and it kind of just shows like one of those lessons where you're like you don't know how it is in another person's shoes until you're walking them. And so Kikitsu kind of sees like what Rerun's routine is every day, and then like towards the end of the manga or the volume, she's like, "Oh shoot, can I actually really do this? Like, can I actually keep up this facade of like being Rerun because she does a lot of shit. Like Rerun like has like nightly like embroidery lessons. Like even if she has like a fever, she like does embroidery. She practices bow and arrows. She does she dances. Like she has like a whole schedule, even with her being like disabled, which is you know a true testament to disabled people because of the fact that like even though you have this ability, a lot of times you gotta keep going through life. So you gotta keep like pushing through, which sucks. But unfortunately, that's just the hand. That's the hand that you're dealt when you're in a society that expects you to be perfect and expects you to do all these things despite the fact that you are disabled. So so Kagitsu basically is seeing like how Rerun's life is different than what she expected, but her ultimate plan is to basically seduce the what is it, the emperor, the crown prince. Yeah, her main goal is to seduce the crown prince and then switch bodies and then switch back into her body when she's done like I guess having her way with the prince. Blah blah, and also just having Rerun like live like her life and like see what it's like to be like the most hated person versus the most loved person. So also blah blah, we have another character named Lily who is Kigitsu's court lady and supposed to be like her right hand, which Lily despises because Lily cannot stand Kigitsu. Kigitsu basically didn't even know Lily's basically doesn't just like she just treats everyone around her badly. Because of the fact she's just so bitter. Like she just treats everyone around her just horrible. And she and Lily gets gets caught up with somebody. I think their name is Sika. I think their name is Sika from a different clan, and Lily is basically told like if you want to be out of this situation because Lily also is the daughter of a dancer, so like she's always being criticized for that and basically always been like put down for like having a mother as a dancer. Even though of course, again, but back in the day, back in like the ancient times, they did not care about the fact that you're your own person. If your family or your parents or whoever, um, you know, was unsightly or like not deemed worthy, then you were not deemed worthy. So, which I would say ancient times, but that's still kind of like today. So people base you off your lineage. So basically, Lily also gets involved with Kigitsu or Rerun in Kigitsu's body, and she also like resents her because of the fact that she's now punished because of the fact that she is Kikitsu's right hand, and so Kikitsu Rerun has to go through that and like try to win not win Lily's favor, but convince Lily that she you know can serve under Kikitsu. So I'm very interested to see how this story goes. I'm very interested to see how Rerun is gonna navigate using Kikitsu's body, and because at the end of the volume, Kikitsu's trying to figure out who uh was the one that pushed Lily into a puddle of mud. Um, because she noticed after Lily tried to attack her that uh that Lily's clothes was like covered in mud and like just yuckiness. So now Rerun in Kagitsu's body trying to figure out who did it so that way I can get that lick back for you. So yeah, I kind of messily explained the plot right there because like it's so much happening in one volume that I was just like I was like, eating it. I was like I was eating it up. But this is really really good. I really like this story. I'm going to continue collecting it. I don't know how many volumes I have right now for it, but it's a villainous story, so of course I'm gonna eat it up. Like I said, rate this a 9 out of 10. I hope to pick up the second volume soon. Apparently, this is also a light novel, which I'm kind of tempted to get the light novels so I can see, because apparently this first volume is the first volume is the first half of the first volume of the light novel. So I'm kind of curious, and I kind of want to read the light novel to see like how the story goes. But I'm gonna hold out and wait for the manga. I'm gonna wait for the manga. I'm gonna hold out, wait for the manga. So yeah, so that is all the books. These are all the books I read. Oof. For the month of February, and I had a good time. It was a fun time with these books. There wasn't one book that I straight up didn't like. Maybe my least favorite was probably I Can't Refuse S. That's just because the story and the plot is like, and the spiciness is like, but I'm also gonna realize the fact that this is the very beginning of the story, so maybe it gets better. But like I said, I don't know if I'm picking up a second volume, so we'll see about that one. But the one that surprised me the most was the one that surprised me the most. It would have to be between Clock Striker and Red River. Because I just didn't expect to like them as much as I did. Red River caught me off guard, but how much drama is in this, and how much story and plot is going through this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's 3 volumes in one, but I just didn't realize like how much I would really enjoy this, and it's kind of good, and it's kind of like nice to see like old school soju drawings, because like I remember like, especially looking at older animes, I remember like these big old eyes and these like these like big heads and pointy chins. So that one surprised me, and I think Plot Striker surprised me because it was just a lot chopped into one volume. Very very nice action though. I enjoyed the action in this, and it was a great break from, well, not a break because I enjoy sojo, ugh. But I did like a little bit of a break from it and got some action in. So yeah, so that's all the volumes. Again, this is again I read Crossplay Love. I Am in the Net Villainous. I Can't Refuse S. Timon's B-side. Cloud Striker and Red River. Probably my favorite throughout all of these would probably have to be between I Am a Villainous and Timon's B-side. Timon's B-side really was like so good to me. Like I was like, this story is hilarious and it's so cute. All I kept saying at the time is, this is so cute, this is so cute, this is so cute. And I just love their story, and I can't wait to read more of it. So yeah, so I can't wait to read the more of like all of these. Like I said, least favorite is this one, but I might still pick it up the second volume up eventually. But yeah, so I already have in mind what I'm going to be reading for March, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, y'all see me then. So thank you for watching, and I hope you pick up any of these books. If you do, let me know. If you've read any of these, let me know. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for me, then put them down below in the comments. I appreciate y'all so much. Please check out my humanitarian links in the description box. And yeah, that's it for me. Happy time zones. I hope y'all are, good, well, wherever you are. And I will see y'all in the next video.